Hi, it's Desla here. Today we're going to talk about some ailments under the letter R. And the first one today is rosacea. Now, rosacea is a skin condition. It's quite common and it has a particular affinity for the cheeks, the nose and the chin. It can cause flushing, swelling, redness and pimple-like lesions. This is because the blood vessels are dilated, and if they continue to remain dilated, you can get these tangle-like blood vessels, and if they're on the nose, they can cause enlargement of the nose. Obviously, you need to address the inflammation, so anything that will drive inflammation down. Evening primrose oil is good, your vitamin A, your B complexes, your anti-inflammatories like curcumin, and your soothing herbs like your marshmallow and calendula are good for the skin. You have to avoid extreme temperatures, so don't wash your face with hot water, always use tepid water, and avoid saunas. Other exacerbating factors are things like coffee, hot liquids, spicy foods, and in particular stress. With this condition, it can also be associated with the gut, in particular a condition called SIBO. So that should be investigated as well. And it can also go hand in hand with migraines due to the malfunction of the blood vessels. Okay, and the next one is Raynaud's disease. Now, Raynaud's disease actually causes constriction of the blood vessels. It's a circulatory disorder, and it affects the extremities like the hands and the feet. Due to lack of oxygenation to these areas, they can become quite blue or blackish, and in some cases you can end up with a white hand. If it's prolonged, you can end up with ulcers and even things like gangrene. Capsicum and ginger help the peripheral circulation, and you want to oxygenate the tissues as much as possible. So things like liquid oxygen, your coenzyme Q10, your vitamin C, your vitamin E, and ginkgo are also useful for that, as well as keeping up all of your regular vitamins and magnesium for the muscle spasms. Again, this condition can also be associated with migraines due to the malfunction of the blood vessels. Okay, and the last one is rickets. Now, rickets is due to a deficiency of vitamin D, and this has an effect on the absorption of calcium and phosphorus. In children, it's known as rickets, but in adults, particularly those susceptible are the elderly and aged care facilities, it's known as osteomalacia. Either way, it's due to soft bones or causes soft bones. So you may start off with leg cramps or muscle spasms, but ultimately it affects the bones, and you can end up with conditions such as bow legs, knock knees. You can have spinal problems such as scoliosis of the spine. You can have a narrowed rib cage, and teeth problems. In my case as a child, I developed rickets due to pesticide exposure, in particular DDT. DDT is an endocrine disruptor, and for instance in America it affected the bald eagle and caused it to become infertile, but in the alligator it created a problem with the eggshell of the alligator eggs disintegrating. you need to have very high levels of calcium supplementation, around about 1500 milligrams, as well as your vitamin D. Don't use dolomite as it's very high in lead content. Vitamin A and zinc is also very important. Yeah, keeping up all of your other nutrients as well. It can be associated with the gut, creating malabsorption issues with fats. So inadvertently you may have a gut problem. In particular, you should be looking at issues such as celiac disease. Okay, thanks very much. Next time we'll talk about foods under the letter S. And as per usual, if you wish to have any further information or advice, please go to my webpage or my Facebook page. Okay, you all have a good week, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, bye.